All right, folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. Today, we're going to be talking about some problems that seem to have systemic issues in our housing market and how it could affect the larger economy. Welcome to PrepperNow. All right, friends, thanks so much for being here. Hit the like button, do all that. The subscribe thing, you know what to do. Glad to have you here on PrepperNow. I want to talk about the housing market and some of the things that are going on with it. So, first and foremost, in January, things have declined month over month from December. December was a little bit of a push up, but this January was the worst month since March of 2024. So things are not going well. Housing market is not doing good. They're not thinking that there's going to be a rate cut. And if you're trying to sell a house right now, it's really tough. So the housing market is definitely having some problems. And I came across this and I thought it was very interesting. As we all know, that a lot of our economy has been propped up after the last few years, even decades, by the government. And so if the government is being trimmed down, which it is, which, you know, it's got its benefits, but as we've covered here, it's also going to have its unintended consequences. It could really have some bad things go on. And I found this, that 90% of mortgages are bought by government-backed entities and then repackaged into securities. And then, of course, they dump this into the market. The Federal Reserve takes it. And the Federal Reserve, well, they own a third of these. And this basically screws up the mortgage rates and inflates prices. And this is kind of what happened in 2008. And we're seeing a redux again. So if the government is in 9 out of 10 homes in some way, shape, or form, well, we are setting up for a potential 2008 style redux. So government-backed loans are almost 9 out of 10 of new mortgages now. So it's kind of an illusion. And what they've done is they've basically taken the fake printed money and they've distributed it all over the economy in different ways. Well, a lot of it is going into the housing market. So we all grew up in, learning that, the American dream was to own a home and have a couple of kids and have a nice job in suburbia and get the weekends. Well, all of that is not really what it is anymore. And so home ownership is slipping out of the grasp of a lot of the population. And also there's other things. Well, big companies like BlackRock are going in and they're buying up entire subdivisions and housing starts, and they're becoming landlords. So the American dream is escaping us, and it's because of government intervention. It's because of inflated prices, and it's because the market has largely been distorted, and now it is starting to flesh itself out into effectively a housing bubble. And it's all due to government policy. So this is affecting demand, this is affecting price, this is affecting everything. So these policies tend to push more people into these government-backed loans, and this makes the demand go up, which makes the price go up, and then people are stuck paying for homes that are too expensive, that they shouldn't be. They're paying prices they shouldn't be paying. So when the government becomes the last lender, then it becomes unsustainable, and the system really gets out of whack. So things like FHA, VA loans and all that, they have lower down payments. So when all that gets in there, and these are the vast majority of our mortgages, it means that government intervention is the only reason that it's propping up. And if some kind of a crisis happens, well, at that point, that government intervention goes away, and then the housing market crashes. So hit that like button, do the subscribe thing. We appreciate you being here. Of course, if you'd like, you can join us as a member, or you can join us on Subscribestar and Locals and others. And check out the links in the description. Thanks for being here. But yeah, our housing market is a bubble. God bless.